Hello class. As you can tell, we've started our study of the periodic table of the elements, and one of the first lessons that we will do as far as getting a chance to practice on paper, this is something that we will call a Bohr model, named after the scientist Niels Bohr. And there it is, Bohr model, B-O-H-R. And as you can see, we're going to talk about the electrons that appear on just the first 4 energy levels. That's what this class deals with. You'll learn a lot more about the energy levels 5, 6, and 7 when you get into the higher chemistry and physics classes. But our class deals with only the first 4 energy levels. And really, there's not much at all to drawing a Bohr model. What you want to do is you want to turn to the periodic table of the elements in your textbook. It's on pages 532 to 533. And what you'll do is you will look for numbers near the bottom of the box, right at the bottom actually. For example, I'm looking at element number 31, gallium, and I see these numbers here, 2, 8, 18, and 3. Right now, all I want you to know is that's the kind of number that you will look for. So as I clear off this screen, now let's practice doing a Bohr model. The period number you'll find at the side of the periodic table, you'll see 1 through 7 going down. Well, we'll worry about 1 through 4. I am first looking at element number 4, beryllium. So what I will do here is I will put the element symbol, Be for beryllium, right there in the center. Now, look at the very bottom of the box. You will see the numbers 2, 2. All that simply means is that there are 2 energy levels for beryllium, and each number will tell us how many electrons go on each energy level. The period number, notice that beryllium is in period or row 2. That tells us how many energy levels that this atom actually has. There are 2 of them for beryllium. Now, these numbers, this is all we have to do. We put 2 electrons on the first energy level, and they'll go across from each other just like that. That takes care of our first 2. Our second 2, that tells us how many electrons go on the second energy level. And I'll tell you why later on, but we will put them just like that in a pair. And that's all there is to the Bohr model of a beryllium atom. 2 electrons on the first energy level and 2 on the second. Now, let's look at one in the third energy level. I'll take this off, and I will look at something in the third period. I'm looking at element number 13. And I'll see that element number 13 is aluminum. So I put its symbol, Al, right there. I usually use a cursive L when I'm just freehanding, so it doesn't look like a capital I or a number 1. Look at the bottom of the box and see the numbers 2, 8, and 3. Since aluminum is in period 3, that shows me that I will use 3 energy levels. And the 2, 8, 3, that tells me exactly how many electrons to put on each one. So on the first, we will put 1, 2, and I'm done with the first level. The second level gets 8, and they go in pairs. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a later lesson, we will see exactly the order to put those in. But for right now, this is really all I need you to worry about. It's just putting the correct number on the energy level. And we're done with the second level. And now, third level simply goes 1, 2, remember they go in pairs, and 3. And there's a Bohr model for the atom aluminum found in period 3. And we have finished the third energy level. Okay, one more, and that will be it for right now. Clear this off, and I'll look at one in period number 4. And I think I'll use the element calcium, which is element number 20 on the periodic table. Calcium's chemical symbol, Ca. Look at the bottom of the box. You will see 2, 8, 8, and 2. Now I'll pause a moment to give you a chance to try it before I put it on the screen. Remember, each number tells us exactly how many electrons go on that particular energy level. Okay, let's finish this off. 2 electrons on the first, and the first ones go like this, across from each other, and we're done with that first level. The second level gets 8. Remember to keep them in pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're done with the second. Actually, a lot easier than it might look like at first. Third level, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, there really are rules to follow. Go ahead and finish that one up. There really are rules to follow in order to finish this off. But we'll talk about those another time. And the last level just needs 2. 1, 2. Now you notice when we're finished, if we add up all these numbers or count up all the electron dots that we put on there, we get exactly the number of electrons that the atom itself really does have. So calcium in this case, 20. So to make sure you did it right, just count them up, see if you get the number that appears in the top left corner of the box on your periodic table, and that is really all there is to drawing a Bohr model. We'll do a lot of practice examples in class. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. We'll see you in class. Good night.